Hi, yes, hello, bonjour, all that good stuff. How you doing? Today, we're going to talk about Enfield. It's the review, which you probably gleaned from the title and the thumbnail. Let's talk about Enfield. I've been putting this off for so long now. And that's simply because I've had other stuff to do. And that is an excuse, by the way. I could have dedicated the time to playing Enfield, but I decided against it. So you can probably guess from that one quote alone, this is not going to be a positive review. Now, there are some things that are positive about this game, and I really want to start with the biggest positive I have, and that is the combat. Now, with OG Arknights, I was a big fan of the story, a big fan of the lore, was not a fan of the gameplay, because it's a tower defense, I'm just not really that big on it. So going into Enfield, I had high hopes. I was like, okay, hopefully the combat's going to be better, because it does look nice, it looks fluid, and the story is going to be the big hook as well. Now, thankfully, the combat, my god, the combat hooked me almost immediately. I really like how smooth it is. By smooth, I mean the attack strings just not being interrupted by dodge and skills and ultimates as well. Now, there are some issues where you can't choose who's going to combo use or combo attack to use. I'm doing this all in one take, by the way. I refuse to do this again. So, take with that what you will. That being said, the combat, once again, really nice, really smooth, and I've got to be honest, it looks even better because of the models, and this is another huge positive. The models in this game are ZZZ level models. And if you know me, you know I adore ZZZ. I think the models are fantastic, some of the best in the genre, if not the best, hands down. Now then, that's really all I can give for positives. And this is going to be a long one, by the way, because I don't want to bore anybody, for lack of better terms. And I know some people are being like, I'm going to watch this video for justification to be like, see, I called Enfield bad, I know it's bad, this person proves it right now. In which case, hi, how you doing? But I hope you don't use it like that. I hope you use this as a way to go, okay, here's somebody who's rehashing the same problems a lot of other people have. Here's someone rehashing the same problems a lot of other people have had. Hopefully we can make the devs listen. Unfortunately, I don't have faith in the devs. I have seen the 1.1 live stream, I finally watched it. I was not impressed. 1.1 looks like a filler patch. That's all I can say. We get more Wuling, but honestly, I would have preferred, and this is where we get to the negatives now, I would have preferred if Wuling was the region introduced in 1.1 and Valley 4 was just bigger. Because this world is a beautiful open world. It looks amazing. It looks empty, sure, but you can really fill it up with your own stuff, colonization and all that. So you can really make the world feel alive. Not to say that it isn't already. As well as all the combat encounters, which once again, really fun, because combat is really fun in my opinion. The issue is the story. The story is so damn boring. Even in Valley 4. And I'm going to play a little clip right now. And this clip basically sums up my feelings going into Wuling. And spoiler alert, I have not finished the story. I'm making this about having finished the story because I have no incentive to do so, because I do not believe it's going to get better. I have had people say, trust me bro, Wuling gets better. It has not gotten better yet. And I've really given it its time. Once again, Wuling looks phenomenal, amazing even. I have never seen a region in a game look as good. It gave me the same vibes as Renacita from 2.0 Wolverine Waves. I was breathstruck. I was awed. I was like, whoa, that's amazing. And then people started talking, which, another good complaint, the English dub, very hit or miss. I just started playing in Japanese, and it's perfectly fine. Way more suitable. Anyway, here's the clip of me talking about it, and you can really see just how tired I am of playing this game. Okay, I've got to say this now. Yes, this is boring. It really is. I came in here expecting Wuling, and I've just got Valley 4 all over again. It is miserable to sit through, and I've heard people say, oh, Wuling gets so much better. When? When does it get better? Is it hopefully within the next 2 steps I take with this game? Let's go test that now, actually. 1, 2. Nope. It's not better. Great. Hopefully the exaggerated sarcasm really highlights the issue I've got right now. I have to look through a Sky poll with Zhuang, and she's like, hey, I heard a child crying, I have to go and check that. I'm just like, why do I have to follow you, check on a crying child? Why can't you just check on a crying child and I find the Sky poll? You know, like 2 birds, 1 stone, it's just... I'm trying my best, but I'm gonna finish it regardless. But my god, please tell me it gets better. Because right now, this is the Enfield, this is the part of Enfield I don't like. Oh, I'm not in combat, because I like the combat, I like the AIC. Or more thoughts of that sometime or another. Though if it's earlier in the video or after. Also, hi. Me in the future, everyone else in the future seeing this. Hi, how you doing? But yeah, no, it's just... The lore in OG Arknights is incredible. I love the story, I love the lore. I'm not a big fan of the game. It's vice versa, Renfield. I love the combat, I love the mechanics of it. The story. Oh my god. Who hired HSR's writing team? Sorry, let me rephrase that. Who hired HSR's writing team on a budget? Because even though HSR is a long, blown-out, overdrawn mess at times, at least it's got some form of engagement bait. There's no engagement here other than the hope that it's going to be over soon. It never is. Oh my god, I've even got the black box here. That's how fed up I am so far. I can't be asked to get rid of it. Look, I can just do it now, like, boom. That's how easy it is. I could have done that whenever, but no, I have to rant about this. Because... my god. In fact, flicking this right now, on and off. You see this little box I'm flicking on and off? That's more fun than playing Enfield. This right now that I'm doing, talking to you in the future, hi, once again, how you doing, is more fun than playing Enfield. Holy shit. Can we get to the power Enfield is good, please? Alright, catch you again in the future. Now, the last main point I want to talk about, as both a positive and a negative, that's right, we're going for a double whammy with this one, is the AIC. Going into release date, I wasn't that excited. I was thinking, okay, I'm going to steal the blueprint, I'm going to place it down, and I'm done with it. Turns out, it was a lot more fun than I gave it credit for. And a lot more time investment, I'll say. Unfortunately, it feels like there's too much. And I feel like I really have to dedicate time to min-max stuff, which you don't have to. It just made me feel that way, and I don't want to feel that way. Now, my major worry going forward is how they improve that. If we look at Valley 4, obviously my AAC isn't fully built because, once again, I don't have the time to dedicate to doing this and min-maxing it. What I've got is works and what I've got is sufficient enough, where if I want to further down the line go, yeah, do you know what? I'll just steal another blueprint. Totally fine. The issue is I don't see once I've fully finished it. And I've had people say, hey, I've finished my AIC, there's nothing left to do, it's perfect. I feel like I've finished Enfield. That's my big worry. How do they keep reinventing it going forward and adding new stuff to where once you've got it fully built, once you've got it sustained to a level that you like, why would you touch it again? Now, thankfully, Wuling introduced the water pipes, which I think is fine, I think it's cool. It's also not enough. It's basically AIC, but with water pipes, and I'm just... It's another thing I have to micromanage, and I just don't have the time to do that. Now, I could steal a blueprint, sure, and that's where I really love this. I think anybody saying, oh, you used a blueprint, you didn't really play the game yourself, I think those people need to get a life. Not everybody can dedicate, like, the hour needed to just min-max where your pipe goes. We're not plumbers, you know, we're not called Mario. I mean, it just gives you tutorial after tutorial after tutorial. In fact, it gives you a tutorial and then gives you a tutorial for the tutorial. I think when a game has to do that, you know there's a problem. And you know, okay, maybe it's not quite so simple. A lot of people are going to be put off by that. And I think that's what's happened. I'm not going to talk about declining numbers and viewership and player base because, honestly, I don't want to talk about Enfield anymore. I think I'm done talking about Enfield. Will I still play the game? Probably off-screen, in my own time, whenever that is. Whenever I'm like, hey, do you know what? I'm up to date with all my regular games, like Resident Evil 9 Requiem, when I finally get that. Why would I play Enfield? Why would I think, oh, damn, I need to go and place my water pipe in the right place. Oh no. Come on. It's not worth doing. So, to sum this up, you can quote me on this. You can use it yourself to try and, if you don't know how to put this into words. I like the idea of playing Enfield more than actually playing Enfield. That is the best way I can put it. And sad to say, if a game makes you feel like the idea of playing it is better than playing it, it's not going to sustain in the long run. But hey, that's just my personal thoughts, that's my feelings. Hopefully, this helped you reach a conclusion of your own. You can disagree, you can agree. Sure, that's fine. Everyone plays games differently, personal preference. If you're having fun with it, hey, have fun with it. I'm happy for you. I'm not really having fun with it. I can wait till it gets fun. I really can. Now, once again, there's the argument to be made of like, oh, you're so far behind, blah, blah, blah. Hey, it means I'm just having fun differently. Fun is subjective. Fun changes over time. What can you do? Anyway, with that, the review's over. Like, comment, subscribe. Stick around for some of the other content because I don't know where the next Enfield video is going to be. If there is going to be one, hopefully there is. And yeah, take care. Stay refreshing.